Hi everyone, it's Kimberly. Welcome back to the Lumen Guru. Thank you to the new subscribers and to those of you who follow loyally. I so appreciate that. Today I have your full moon in Taurus forecast and reading for the collective. Spirit has shown me, and I'm sure you've seen from my most recent videos and the past several months, I no longer pull the spreads for the masculine and the feminine. This is one blended energy now. We've worked on balancing this energy enough from within on the world stage where they're showing me the messages are blended. There's no really separation of the messages because we are all representing both polarities. And we are all expressions of both polarities. And as we balance more from within, those messages will resonate for you without you having to pick it and categorize it one or the other. So this also speaks to us moving from the separation consciousness into unity consciousness, as well as really just union from within and the unions that we're seeing in the twin flame collective. Some people are meeting their twin flames or soulmate life partners because they are ready. They have united with themselves. They're stepping into their fullest potential, and it's time. And for some of you, it's people that aren't already in your life. They're new people coming in. And so we're going to talk about this. It's definitely in the cards today. So we'll talk about this, and we'll talk about those of you who have been sort of, expecting the union and feeling that that's coming, or maybe it's already happening for some of you. We'll talk about that. But more importantly, we're going to talk about what's up here ahead for you in the next few months, and especially through this full moon energy, which leads us right into November. So here we are on the cusp of November. So full moon, October 24th. I believe it's midday on the East Coast. It's like 12:45 or 12:47 East Coast time. And that's full moon in Taurus, sun in Scorpio. And we have this, like I said, this is taking us into the November month. November is a gateway month. Huge, 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 huge advancement energy. Advancement is the key word. I'll probably call this video advancement. November presents a tremendous opportunity for us. So this is also going to be a little bit of a November overview forecast as well. I just put up a special on my website for the month of November. You can start booking it now. It's up there. It's called the November Gateway Special Reading Forecast. It's for you personally. So it's designed to give you the clarity that you need on how you push forward, how you move forward, how you optimize that advancement, how you take advantage of this light energy pouring in and this shift in consciousness, and which is going to be extremely heightened, okay? And we have huge opportunities to make forward strides in the next month and a half, 2 months or so. So we'll help you hone in on where you need to put your focus, because it's going to take balance and alignment. It's going to take focus. It's going to take a little bit of strategy and plan for some of you. And for some of you, that still means eliminating the distractions. It means, pulling away from certain things and letting things fall away. And so these readings are really, really meant to help you and set you up on a really amazing course, so that as you enter 2019, you know what you're doing, you're on your path, and you're able to really make the forward strides that you've been wanting to. Because if I hear anything these days, the most common thing that I hear from twins is days of the past, a year ago, 2 years ago, it was something different. But now everyone is saying, I just want to move forward. I just want to move forward. Everyone's just kind of bursting at the seams and wanting to, but it feels much more grounded now. It feels much more like you're actually ready. It's not impulsive, breaking out of the gate, and just going for it. It's more like tactical. There's a grounded energy to it, which really fits this full moon energy. So we're going to talk about that. So, and then a second reminder on 11/11, I have the Channeling Your Muses workshop, and I'll remind you a bit about what that is through these messages, because I see some places where we're going to talk about some of these themes that we'll be working on in that workshop. It's 11/11. You can check it all out on theilluminguru.com. All righty. So, energy. Full moon energy is they're showing me the Lovers. So the lovers are really what I had talked about at the beginning of this video. They're epitomizing the balance of masculine and feminine energy from within each and within themselves. Dark and light, right? Dark and light. Dark and light. It's the contrast and the balance. It's the trusting. It's how you mold together through that balance, right? And what they're showing me, what this card is really symbolizing, is the support. Those of you who have felt not supported by your partners, either your twin flame is returning to you and showing up in a new and more supportive way, or you're leaving the current relationship and someone new you're meeting. And you're meeting in a really beautiful synchronistic way. It feels like harmonization for twins. It feels like many of you meeting life partners who are much more supportive, much more of the same consciousness as you. So those of you coming into union, the select few of you who have really done your work from within, when your twins show up and you're coming into union, it's not to say it's all going to be roses, but they're showing me specifically the ones who are, it's because the twin partner is also now ascending, into the same level of consciousness, wanting to do the work, having the epiphanies, really able, wanting to take the path. Like his soul is like really saying like, I'm signed up for this path. I want to go up. Some of you are stuck a little bit with karmic relationships and maybe viewing it as a twin flame, but that's okay. There are no wrong turns here. You are part of this journey. You are a twin flame. You are part of this experiment. You are part of this ascension process and this up-leveling of consciousness. You are a light worker. You are here to be watching this video, and you can absolutely identify with the label if you want to. It's not important to identify with the label, but if it's when I say, oh, you might be with karmic relationship and misidentifying it, it's because you're with someone who has been a tremendous catalyst for you. And I will tell you that even karmics, even soulmates, you can have tremendous telepathy with, tremendous synchronicities with. You really can. I do believe also that, you can even be propelled towards your mission and through those relationships. So don't try to figure it out. Look at what's in alignment for your values, because they're saying if you're fully supporting yourself from within, and this Taurus energy is asking us to do that. Like, what are my values? Does this relationship align with my values? Am I fully supporting myself from within now? Do I have the tools to do that? Right? If you don't, come to me in coaching, or, get on Vibe Up, vibup.com. That's my site. And you know what? That site with those online courses, they're going to teach you how to support yourself, how you do that. But if you've been doing that, then they're saying you're going to now align with that more supportive partner who wants to go up, whose soul has signed up to go up, to ascend. And some of you have been hanging on to those toxic cycles, those partners of a lower vibration, and they're here for lessons. They're here to be catalysts. They're here to propel you. And what I'm seeing is now that when you, underneath the lovers is the Three of Swords, okay? And crowning over is the Tower, okay? So I want to talk about the Three of Swords and the Tower. So the Three of Swords is this is really like, what do I need to look at? What do I need to see in this? This is like going back into your center after, the heartache, the struggle, the toxic cycles, whatever this has been for you that has caused you heaviness or strife. And it's like finding your power from within again. It's finding that center. It's finding your truth through that. It's seeing the clarity of that. And then they're saying if there is an unearthing, which there definitely could be this month. Some of you are going to be going, yeah, this is this in front of me, whether it's a twin flame or not, whatever you want to label it, it's just not in alignment with my power, my values, who I am. It's actually causing struggle, strife. It's actually bringing me down. It's actually, you know, I'm seeing now clearly, and what we're going to be seeing is this doesn't work with my values. This doesn't, that's what they're showing us through this full moon. Interesting thing in the Tower card is that we see the full moon here, but then we also see the sun coming in. So it's kind of like the sun coming out to heal everything, you know, after things unearth. So this unearthing for some of you could be sudden change. We have Uranus opposite the sun, and we've got the sun in Scorpio. Scorpio is really about others, you know, values, others values, whereas Taurus is more about your values, right? And so this is really like when two people are misaligned, you're going to see that this isn't going to harmonize, okay? So it's almost like a two-way mirror. The other person might be looking at it too and going, yeah, this isn't really going to be work. This isn't really going to work. This isn't really going to be a life partnership. This is going to be something that we're going to learn from and then part ways. And so I think it may come in the disguise of heartache, but this is about a transformation that's necessary so that you can continue to ascend. Those of you on this journey wanting to go up, having signed up to go up, to ascend, to raise your consciousness. And the Tower is always about this rebirth. You know, it's like the sun is going to come out after the turmoil, after the chaos, after the upheaval, after the unearthing. And for many of you, seeing the truth means that there will be an unearthing, okay? And this also, you know, I took a workshop last night. It was part of an Ascended Masters series with Mother Mary. And this really does feel like however others have cut or hurt you, however that sword has been inflicted, that pain has been inflicted, this is really about nurturing yourself right now, like coming into yourself and nurturing yourself and asking yourself, what do I need to nurture myself? What is this relationship? Are these relationships? Because we're definitely still looking at and assessing relationships. Is this relationship going to be in alignment for me, for my health, for my well-being, for my consciousness, for my path, for my values? And being really honest about that is really going to be important. So we may see, and I want to say, you know, some of you comment on this video and you say, well, you said that in September, you said that in August, but I'm going to say this again. For some of you, there's going to be some sudden change. That means, you know, sudden change at the home front, on where you live, who you're with, your partner, your romantic partner. There could be split ups, and you're probably saying, well, this feels like eclipse energy. Well, it's so that we release what's holding us back so that we can optimize on this energy. We are meant to be going up. So if you have something that's holding you down, the truth and the clarity is going to come through now. Okay? So personally, so on a personal level, so it's kind of like I pulled these cards for overall for the full moon, right? These overall messages. And then I pulled them for personally, like what your personal internal process is, and then also for our mission. So personally, they're saying Page of Crystals, which means you're doing a good job. Keep moving forward. You have what you need. You already have it within you. There may be another class you need to take or more resources that you need to reach out to, but you've got a lot of your own resources within and you're on the right path already. Many of you are already thinking towards the right path, like with your mission. There may be some things that are missing that you haven't learned yet, that you're going to learn over the next few months, like tools, teachers, work that you'll be doing over the winter months that is going to set you up to really you know, what they're saying is just to cut through. So underneath that is the Ace of Swords. So this is like cutting through illusion too. And this really, really supports like, you know, cutting through, am I attaching to the heartache? Am I attaching to the things that are hurting me? You know, this is like seeing the truth now. This is cutting through the illusion. This is like where we're being really truthful with ourselves. This is holding me back from my forward progress, from I've got it all. I don't need that attachment to be on my path. So again, the notion of where we've attached ourselves and releasing those attachments so that we can move forward on our path. And then they're showing us, again, whatever's in alignment for us is going to come in. Whether you're focused on your twin or not, whether you know your twin now or not, it's going to come in for you. But you've got to keep forging ahead on your path. Don't change your trajectory. You already know where you're going. They're saying keep going, step more fully into it. And then above this, we have the universe, and which is like the world card in the tarot deck. And so this is really your mastery of self. This is about how your consciousness is up-leveling so that you can step into more of a unity consciousness. And I do feel like this message is really for many of you, like you're stepping into the service path, right? You're coming now into being of service. And if you have been of service to humanity, you're going to be doing it in an even fuller way, stepping into your fullest potential now. As you find this balance and unity from within yourself and can perpetuate it in the world. And this also is like, this complements this because this is about you've got everything you need and you're walking towards your fullest potential. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let it hold you back, especially this month. This month is about forward strides, not running out of the gate, even though we might feel like we want to do that, but just really just like keep walking your path, keep believing in yourself. And we're seeing that here again when we talk about mission in the Ace of Cups, because Ace of Cups is coming up here for our mission. And this is really about resolving the rest of the insecurities. You know, we're going to have this tendency, and these are old wounds. Some of this is like cosmic energy that's going on right now, to look at others, to feel envious of others, to want to be, you know, as good as or doing as much as they are. But they're saying you've got it all within you. You've got to just honor your own process and your own timing and all of that. And also, I think some of this is because the irony here is that because you've been attaching to maybe things that have been unhealthy or heartache, or you've been stuck in the past in some way, or you've been blocked by some of these heavier energies or fear-based energies, you are now shedding that. That's what this transformation is. That's what this unearthing is. And through doing that, you freed yourself. There's a notion of freedom. And that freedom is going to be able to catapult you into like embracing, embodying all those things that you've been admiring in everyone else. Oh, well, they're moving forward. Well, how come everyone else has that? Everyone else has, and they're saying, no, this is going to help you heal this wound around the lack, the feeling like you don't have enough or you're not enough, is this freedom that you're finding within yourself. And it's going to enable you to step into your fullest potential and live up to that and really walk in line with that. And that's what I feel like this card is complementing as well. So this is like your personal journey. And this is your mission. This is saying you have everything you need, and you are really going to be working on healing those wounds around envy, jealousy. So one thing I always tell my clients, and this comes up often because we all have this to some degree, right? Because it goes down to the core wound of worthiness, of, whether we've felt like we were abandoned or we were not lovable. There's this belief in there around not being good enough. And that has kept us aligning with heartache, with struggle, with toxic cycles, with toxic relationships, with things that are not in alignment, for our highest good, but have been a vibrational match for that wound. So as you heal through this wound and you're making massive transformation, that's freeing you to step into your full potential and recognize, I've had it within me all this time. It's always been within me. So where you envy, start to transmute that envy, that admiration into how can I embody those characteristics or those traits? Because anytime you're envying or admiring, all it is just you recognizing yourself in someone else, pieces of yourself that you have not stepped fully into. So it's saying it's all within you. It's all within your cup. And this is like a new beginning. And where you're starting new, feeling really good about yourself. Like, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I can do this. I can do it. And, the guides, the archangels, your protectors, your spirit guides, your angels are just, they're hovered around you right now. We have so much of that energy supporting us. So, and underneath the Ace of Cups is the Magician. So, this is a highly creative time. You guys are creating. You're creating the life that you want to live. You're creating the path that you want to take, the job, the mission, you're launching new projects. You're cultivating your ideas. You're nurturing these ideas. And this is really, really amazing. And they're saying, again, I said I would tie this back into my workshop, but, my workshop is for entrepreneurs, artists, anyone who's writing anything, doing any sort of a venture, whether it's your mission or a health or spiritual-based business, or if it's like writing a book or a novel or, making pieces of art or some sort of larger initiative or project, a brand that you're launching. All of this is it's using your creation energy. And you have a huge, huge, huge potential to anchor your 5D timelines in right now, right as we go into November. So get clear about what you want to create. Listen to, channel your muses, do the dance with your muses, and we'll be exploring that in that workshop. And create the plan, because there is a plan that's going to come in to help you get this done. And it's not where you have to be like planning in your logical mind. It's the act of inspiration and a little bit of logic and grounding, a little bit of, planning it out. And they're saying, boom, you're on your way. Like, you're anchoring those 5D timelines. They're coming in. They're coming into reality. I see it from winter solstice right through to May. And this is going to be, talk about goosebumps on my arms, like I always get, but when I feel that energy, it's amazing. You're going to be seeing people really moving forward. So if you're looking around, you're going, why are they moving forward, but I'm not? God, they've made so much progress. It's like, look within yourself. And look at where you've been holding yourself back, those attachments, those cycles, what's been distracting you. Move it out of the way. Move it out of the way now, right? Heal those final blocks, those insecurities, whatever that is, and come into the knowing and the alignment of that. It's all been within you all the while. But now there's like this new belief in yourself. It's a new beginning. It's a new way of moving through this journey. It's not willful or forceful. You're not running out of the gate, but you are walking your path confidently and you know where you're going, okay? And Knight of Wands is crowning over the Ace of Cups for our mission. And this is someone who knows what they want. This is someone who can get it done. This is someone who knows where they're going. And that's the reinforcement of that message here. You know what you're doing. You know where you're going. You're going to get it done. And enjoy the process while you're in it. Enjoy the process, because this is like another level for many of you, not for all of you, because some of you aren't here yet, but many of you are at this level right now. And I try to aim the messages, and how they show me the messages is for the majority in the collective. So you might be in a different place in your timeline. But many of you are reaching the next level of your self-mastery and ascension. And it's kind of like my level 3 and Vibe Up. It's like you've healed, you've aligned, you're still going to be able to and have opportunity to and need to do fine-tuning as you go in both of those categories, right? New layers of healing. You never stop doing that work. But what they're showing me is the focus right now is on manifestation, right? Stepping into the full potential, using that newfound alignment, that more healed self to, break out to the world, to serve others, to open our arms to others, to uplift humanity, to be of service, to step into our own full potential, to find fulfillment and abundance from within. Bottom of this deck, of the tarot deck, is, oh, and they just fell, but it's the sun. So sorry, they just fell. I was taking my hair off of the cards. Okay. The sun, okay? So we have the sun, and this is, again, like after the unearthing, the sun will come out. It's bright up ahead. Things are bright on the other side of this transformation. So those hard decisions that you have to make, the things, the people you need to let go of, it's time to do it because nothing's holding you back. There's a brand new day coming and you are confident. You are more healed. You are really here to impact the world, and many of you are doing this. I have an amazing group of individuals who have been chosen for my soul coaching program, which will be January through March of 2019. And I'm so excited. And I have like 1 or 2 more spots left. I'm good capping it out right where it is. But if anyone else is still interested, the registration will stay open through November 1st. So there's just like a little over 10 days left to register, to apply for the program. And again, I feel like all these, it's all females in the group so far. And everyone's just has an amazing gifts of their own, all unique spiritual gifts. I mean, really amazing. And everyone who, the way this group has jived is it feels like everyone's kind of at the same level. They're already starting their missions. They're already starting this. They've already started it. And now they're wanting some more tools for their toolbox, for their own healing practices and mission work. So I cannot wait for that. And again, if you haven't applied yet and you've been thinking about it, just like a spot or 2 left. And if the right person or right people come in, that's great. If it's a mutual fit, that's great. If it doesn't, jive, then we'll just keep it, small as it is. This will be an intimate group. It'll be a very experiential and practical setting, meaning that we meet twice a week. You'll have homework twice a week on televideo conference and webinar, and you'll be practicing, not only learning concepts, but actually practicing them, partnering up, practicing with one another. And so this will be a really in-depth course into soul coaching, incorporating energy and spirituality and the law of attraction as the backbone, and therapy-based methods and soul coaching methods, okay? So check that out, and hopefully you've enjoyed these messages. Don't forget about the November specials, and I will see you guys soon. Love to you all. Mwah. Bye.